Hi there, welcome to Colors. I'm Erica. On today's weekend whip video, we're going to be playing around in these books. I cannot pick a page. So I've got a couple tagged in these books, and I thought that I would just get a start to just get going, and hopefully something will stick. I have also got several whips already going, but none of those are appealing to me today, and I am just going to do what makes me happy. So I'm going to take a sip of So I'm going to take a sip of my tea because that makes me happy. I've got these guys. So I decided that I wanted to try to play with this page a little bit, and I have my Inktense off to the side. I think we're going to use Inktense today. I also have this book, which I haven't colored in this in a long time, and I think Inktense would be fun. And I want to add more pumpkins to my my pumpkin tally. So I figured a page out of this book would not hurt. There's quite a few pumpkins on most of the pages. So yeah, I'm not sure which one I want to do though. I kind of like that one, but then that'd be like 3 pages in a row. So I'm trying to spread out the love into the other parts of the book a little bit. All right, let me flip from the back again. See what strikes my fancy. Any of these. Okay, I know I just gave some nonsense about spreading the the coloring out in this book, but I really like this page. This one is speaking to me for some reason. It just looks like a cozy place to sit. I like all the leaves and the mums. There's quite a few little pumpkins scattered around. So I think if I work in that one, it'll be on this one. And then in Circle of Life, I had this one that I thought about working on. I know a lot of people have done that already. I like that one as well. I'm not really sure. This has been my issue all week. Like, I've finished a couple pages, but it's just been, for some reason, nothing is wanting to be colored by me today or this week. So I will have to figure something out, but I don't know what. All right, so I've got my Inktense. I have some some water brushes. I'm gonna put this one off. So that one's a no for right now. I think I'm gonna go with this one. I think this is what I'm feeling today. Yeah. Okay, so let's get started. I need to talk to you guys about my color along. So I did announce on a community post on the channel here, and then also on a post on Instagram, that I am doing a color along again this October. I am doing the Monster Mash color along. So I will pop up all this information on the screen here, and try to remember to put some of this in the description too. But each week I will have a different monster that I will be focusing on, and I have created color palettes as well as the theme for the week. So you're welcome to follow those. If you don't like those color palettes and want to do your own thing, that's totally fine. There's not really any rules. My color alongs are just kind of hey, here's some inspiration, see what you like, see what you don't, and use whatever you do, and that's fine. And, tag me so I can see it. I love to see other people's work. And, yeah, so for the first week, so it was 5 weeks, but like the beginning and the end weeks are shortened. So anyway, so there's 5 instead of just 4. And so the first little chunk of time is for skeletons, and then we went to, I think, vampires, then demons or devils, Grim Reaper, and Witches. So those are the ones that I am planning on focusing on, and I will have a video for each of those monsters on the channel as well. Hopefully within the corresponding week that they're supposed to be colored. Fingers crossed, because I'm working on those right now. So yeah, I'm excited for it. I think it's gonna be really fun. And yeah, I've already started filming for that. So hopefully I can get those out to you guys in a timely manner. And I can't wait to see everybody's work. So yeah, okay. All right, so now let's focus on just chilling out and coloring. And if I have stuff to chit chat about with you, I will. But there might not be a whole lot of talking today, because that's also kind of the mood that I'm in right now. Let's go with, I'm going to use this oak because I don't use that color enough. I'm going to use that on the little porch here, I think. Yeah. Okay, so here we go. Hi, everybody. I hope you are having a wonderful weekend so far. It is Friday morning for me. I wanted to make sure that I was able to get this out to you guys so that you can have the whole weekend to kind of chill out and watch the channel and, you know, do your own coloring, whatever. And but yeah, I know a lot of you like to have your tea with me when I drink my tea, and then we sit down and hang out for a little while on a Saturday morning, and I'm all about that. So yeah, I do try to get them out to you guys so that you guys can watch them, because I know I have several friends that are not in the US, so it's helpful if I can get it out earlier so that you guys have more time to watch it during your weekend. Yeah, I've had just kind of a chill week. After having a crazy week, so that was nice. I like it when things are a little less nuts. But yeah, I don't know. Just been really chill. I've been, like I said, recording a little bit for the color of the October videos. And those will basically just be kind of like I've done in the past, where it's just been like a mix of like real-time coloring, sped up coloring, and then like cut to the end, it's all done magic coloring. So I don't know. I'm hoping that that's okay with you guys. The videos shouldn't be more than a half an hour long. And the only problem is that I do have to kind of go through and make sure that all of the page is done, and that does take a little bit extra time because that's not all done on camera. So yeah, that's the only downside for me, is that it's a lot of work outside of what you see. But I don't mind it. It's just, you just don't see it. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and color these. I'm going to add a little bit of shadow first. Let's do that. We're going to use this dark chocolate, and we'll just do a little bit around some of these pumpkins. And then I might just come in and color the pumpkins. So typically I don't know if you guys have noticed, but when I do my coloring, I tend to do like bigger things and then the backgrounds first. And I don't know if I just got in that habit of doing it that way because I would get stuck on backgrounds so often. So I wasn't really sure, you know, what to do so much. So then I just started doing it that way so that I could make sure that part was done, and then I could, you know, focus on the fun parts. Well, I don't know. Sometimes I just don't want to do it that way. And so I'm just gonna, today for sure, I think as soon as I'm done with this wood part, we're gonna do a little bit of pumpkin coloring. Yeah, so speaking of pumpkins, I did release a video. I did the How Many Pumpkins coloring tag that was developed by Megan over at, she's got a new channel name, so it's Meg's Coloring Corner. She was previously Disney Meg's Coloring. She's now Meg's Coloring Corner. And yeah, that was really fun to do. Okay. It's been a long time since I've colored a Teresa Goodridge page too, so I'm coloring this with Inktense, and I'm going to be using water, and I don't really care if it works or not. This is what I want to do today. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, so I've got some, what is this one? I've got to figure out which, this one will work, I think. I really was going to say something, wasn't I? I've got some filming done. Yeah, so I did the pumpkin video, and then I did the some work for my color along next month. And that's been about it. And I've finished a few coloring pages, so you'll have seen a couple of posts on Instagram, and yeah, I've been having a nice time coloring lately, just kind of chilling out and listening to podcasts, and not really overly concerned about much these past few days, and it's been really lovely. I know that there's, I say that, I feel really bad saying that when I know that there's so much crap going on in the world, but you know, I did see somewhere that, you know, we weren't meant to know everything that's going on everywhere all of the time. Like, it's not necessarily good for our brains to be aware of all of that stuff. And so I've kind of taken that little, you know, bit of information and been like, okay, that's just kind of how I'm going to be. Like, I might not know what all is going on in the world, and I'm okay with that. Like, I don't need to know every little thing. I don't want that much. I don't want that stress. I think that's what it is. It's like, it's overtaxing, and I'm just like, no, I don't need to know. So I don't watch the news. I don't, you know, any news that I get is from either my husband, or, you know, if I will occasionally watch like the late night shows, monologues, or clips or whatever on YouTube, but, you know, I don't really pay attention to a whole lot. And it's okay. I don't mind. But, you know, like I said, with that, you know, I didn't want to be completely insensitive if anybody's out there struggling or really upset with anything that's going on in the world right now. So, yeah. Let me know, like, how are you guys with the news sources? Like, are you okay being constantly inundated with information? Do you think it's like too much and ridiculous and stressful, or, you know, how do you deal with it? I'd be interested to hear like your guys's opinions on that, and like how you cope with it, because it really is too much, and so I've had to stop. Let's see what else is going on. Okay, so I am catching up on buddy colors. I still have a couple that are outstanding, so hopefully, if I haven't emailed you lately about it, I will be contacting you soon to let you know where we're at on those. Yeah, and then I'm just kind of like today, like I'm just coloring what feels good, you know? Like, it's just whatever makes me have that feeling. Like, it's not It's not necessarily a want. It's just like as I'm flipping through, I'm like, oh yeah, that one is going to be it today. So just listening to my art heart. I would watch this this artist do tutorials on this channel, and she would say that she'd just be like, listen to your art heart. I was like, that's so cute. And it works. Like it really does. It feels like that to me. Let's see. Yeah, I don't I don't have a ton to talk about, guys. Here, and I'm sure, I mean, we had a super moon. It was like a super harvest something eclipse something moon, and it was this sounds crazy, and I can't believe I'm saying it, but I was like, I didn't know what was wrong with me, because I was very, very emotional, very, like, I had a really short fuse, and I was not well for a couple of days. Like, I just did not feel like myself, and I was like, what is going on? And then people were talking about how this moon was like affecting them, and I'm like, maybe I'm maybe I'm being affected by the moon. Like, it sounds crazy to talk about to me, because I'm not, you know, a big believer in like mystical, all that stuff. You know, more power to you if you are, and that's great for you. But it's just, I'm one of those people that needs proof and, you know, all that stuff. But anyway, it had me thinking that for a hot minute. I was just like, am I going crazy because the moon is wanting me to be crazy? Who knows? All right, I'm going to take a sip of my tea again. Okay, let's color some pumpkins. That sounds fun. I've got a couple good oranges and a couple good browns that I'll kind of mix into things as well. Okay, I have a good selection of a few different colors. So I have baked earth and red oxide. I have tangerine, mid vermilion, burnt orange, cadmium orange, and sienna gold. So we're gonna play with these and make a few different orange pumpkins. I think I am just gonna do them all orange this time too. Sometimes you know, especially towards the end of the season, I'm just done with orange. Like, I don't want to do any more orange colors, but I think this is gonna be my orange pumpkin page. So yeah, so how are you guys? I really, if there's anything that you want to chat to me about in the comments, feel free. If you want to, you know, if you want to DM me and chat about stuff, you can. I'm not the best when it comes to like offering like advice or anything. But if you just need somebody to hear you out, or I don't know, just listen to what you have to say, that I can do. You know, and then offer you like a heartfelt, you know, I'm sorry you're going through that, or I'm sorry you feel that way, or, you know, any number of those kind of things that I can do, no problem. I do feel bad sometimes because I sometimes feel like I need to be fixing things, and I know that that's not always, especially like, you know, if I have a friend or whatever, and they're like upset, and I try to give them you know, advice, and they're like, I don't need that from you right now. I just need you to listen for me, you know. And so I try to do that. I've been trying to get better at that. But yeah, if you guys, I don't know, reach out if you need to. Just so you know that there's somebody out there that is hearing you, I guess. I don't really know what I'm saying today, so please just take everything that you're hearing me talk about this morning with that in mind, because like I said, it's just something's different today, and has been for the past little while, past week. It's been about a week. And I'm hoping that it stops because I'm tired of being crazy. And I've even gone to the extent that I've stopped eating. I have a sweet tooth, so I tend to eat quite a bit of sweet things like candies and cookies and all of those kinds of things. And so I've even kind of really cut back on that stuff. And I've started walking because I'm like, well, maybe exercise will help me. It's just been crazy. And it's I don't know, it's bad enough that I've, and it's only been a week that I've already put all of these changes into place, because I'm like, something's gotta give. Thankfully, it's not affecting things like too much for my kiddos. Like, I'm able to, hang out, help with homework, make sure that they're on top of their stuff. And then for me, it's just like, nope. Oh, you want to do this thing? Well, no, you can't do that today. Your brain's not going to let you. It's not even my brain, it's my body too. It's like everything is rebelling. Boy, I sound like like just a grumpy old lady, don't I? I've been getting a lot of those Instagram things for like people that are going through like perimenopause and things like that. And I'm just like, I know that I talk about that a lot in my personal life, but I don't need that reminder that Instagram is listening to everything I'm saying. Like, I get that I'm old. I don't need to see it when I'm going through my Instagram. Although sometimes it is helpful information, because it does show you that you're not going through all this stuff alone. Like, you feel like a stranger in your own body. Well, yeah, so do so many women out there right now. All right, those look nice. I'm gonna color the little stems. I think those are all just going to be the same. I was surprised by how many pumpkins I had actually colored when I did the count for the video this week. It wasn't nearly as many as Megan had done, who created the tag. That was a crazy amount of pumpkins. But it was still quite a few. But then as I was flipping through, I decided I was going to do more. I wanted to make sure that I got several pages this season done with pumpkins in that. Just so I could up my count a little bit. Never going to catch Megan, but that's not the point. Okay, let me do some more pumpkins. Let's see. We want... All right, sorry, I had to step away for just a second. What was I was in the middle of doing pumpkins, but I don't remember much else about it, so we're just gonna go for it. Let's do this side. Since these are a little farther away, there's not going to be as much as much dimension, detail. What am I trying to say? It's okay, Erica, use your words. That's been the hardest thing, is just not being able to find words lately. Like, it is getting rough. Really, really rough. Okay, over here I want to do, I have some of this red oxide. And then we'll do a little bit of the tangerine. I'm going to bring that sienna gold back in again. So my mom is getting ready to go on a cruise. She's pretty excited. She's never been on a cruise before. So if you guys have any tips for a 67, how old is she? I think she's 67. 67-year-old on her first cruise. Let me know in the comments. Or any cruising tips that you have. I'm sure she would appreciate. She's going to go with her sister and some of her cousins, and their kids are going. She has to find one to go. I said, no, thank you. That being stuck on a boat with hundreds of people that I don't know does not sound like my time or my kind of fun. Which is like, because my sister-in-law, who is, I mean, she's a little more social than I am, but she's also pretty, I don't know, laid back, and I didn't feel like she would like cruises, and that's like her favorite thing to do now. Why aren't you water? Where's the water? There. But yeah, she loves cruises, and I'm just like, no, thank you. I was like, I think the only time that I would maybe go on one was if my husband was going to go with me, and that would have not been the case this time. So yeah, I kind of would like to do, I think maybe an Alaskan cruise would be about the only thing that I would be up for. But all right, I like those. Let's get some of these leaves. I don't know if that's a leaf there, but it's going to be now. Get some of these leaves colored. Leaves colored, I should say, right? You guys, can you see any of this? I probably should have zoomed you in while I was working on these, but it's too late now. All right, let's color some mums. Let's just pick some fun colors. So we're gonna do, I've got lots of orange. We'll still do an orange mum somewhere. Maybe right, maybe we do orange leaves. Let's do orange leaves instead. We're not gonna do orange mums. We're gonna do yellow mums. So let's grab my golden yellow, and we're gonna do some red mums. So what do I want? I think I want a mix of this red oxide. Where are you? Red oxide and like the carmine pink. I'm going to try that. See how that works. We'll try that. Okay. So the leaves are okay. So we've got 5 things. Let's do, I'm going to do this one yellow. And I will come back in. I'll be coming back in with, sorry, I was thinking to myself for a second, with colored pencils to add on like shading and stuff like that to this after I get this base layer down. I just really wanted to, like I said, wanted to play with my Inktense pencils today. I'm going to add a little bit of sienna gold just around the bottom of this couple of these. just so I get a little bit of variation in color. It's not a ton, but it's a little. Okay. And then we're gonna layer, do a light layer of the red oxide. And then a darker layer of the carmine. And we'll see what kind of color we get. That is one of the things I like about the Inktense is you can layer the pencils and you get a pretty decent blend most of the time. Now this is an older coloring, no, Creative Haven. What year was this made? 2021. So it's an older one. And I know that they have done something different with their paper since this book came out. So I'm not sure how the Inktense work on the newer paper. But in the older ones, I found that they work just fine. All right, let's do some activating. Here we go. Well, this probably should have been a little bit more yellow, but that's okay. My daughter sold mums this year for her 8th grade year for a fundraiser, and so I've got some mums on my porch right now, and I'm actually keeping them alive, so fingers crossed that that continues through the rest of the season. I was worried for a couple days there because it's been, especially when we went on our little vacation, because it was like 85, almost 90 degrees here, and I didn't water them for a whole weekend. But they're still alive and they're still blooming, and I was happy about that. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of close to the color I was imagining. Ish. I wish it was a little brighter, but maybe that'll change when I bring in my, come on, my pencils, when I go to shade everything. I could also do another layer of Inktense over top of this too, instead of coming in with pencils, but I like to add the pencil work. Okay, liking that. Let's do, I'm gonna pick which one do I want? I'm gonna pick the burnt orange and the mid vermilion, and we're gonna do a little bit of coloring with these. So I'm gonna do a little bit of, I'm gonna do the mid vermilion on some of these leaves. And I'm being pretty messy because when I come back in with my pencils, I'll be able to kind of change things up a little bit. I'm not doing all the leaves because some of these other little leaves that are in here, I'll probably do yellow or brown or gold or something. And I can also change things up a little bit with my pencils. When I come back in, I can add like green or brown or red to the individual leaves with my pencil work when I come back too. Okay, I'm going to use this burnt orange. This is going to go, we're going to do this in the tree here. I'm going to do that one there, and then I'm going to do the red oxide next to it. Where'd you go? Why can't I find my pencils? Okay, what else do we want? I'm gonna use the golden, nope. gonna grab another color. I'm gonna use some sienna gold. No, Sicilian, no, that's not. Sicilian yellow on the leaves that are around the porch thing here. It's not a porch. What would this be? Just this little swing patio area. Adding these colors on my pages makes me smile, but seeing these colors in real life is really when I get like super excited about things. All right, we'll do that one there. Okay, let's see how we did. And your page is going to get a little warpy the more water you add to it, but that's okay. Well, those are good colors. Let's see, what else is going on? Yeah, really just trying to prepare for the videos next month. Oh, this weekend, I totally forgot about this. I went and saw a concert, which was really fun. I had never seen them before, but my husband took me to go see ZZ Top and Lynyrd Skynyrd, which was really fun. The ZZ Top, I mean, I like Lynyrd Skynyrd a lot. Of course I do. But the ZZ Top one I was really impressed with, because these guys, I don't know. I know that they're not any older than the guys from Lynyrd Skynyrd, but the beards, I think, just do something special for their performance. And their outfits were amazing. And then I forgot how many songs were ZZ Top songs. Like, it was super fun. And one of my best friends was able to go as well. She was there with her family. So I got to hang out with her at the concert, which is always just a blessing. And I told her that after the fact, and I was like, she texted and she's like, oh, it was so much fun hanging out with you, and I'm glad we got to see each other. You know, we don't get to see each other enough. And then I thought about it for a second. I was like, I feel better today than I have in a long time. And I was like, I'm pretty sure it's your fault. Like, when I see you, I get like a rush of energy and like happiness. And it just kind of sticks around for a couple days. Everybody should have somebody in their life that does that for them. Like, it's a needed friend every once in a while, you know? Okay, this is really messy down here, but I don't care, because I'm gonna come in with pencils and do all kinds of stuff. All right, so there we go. I worked on that a little bit. It was fun. I kind of want to keep playing with it, so you guys might see a little bit more of that done at the end of the video while I sit and edit this. But yeah, I think that's going to be it for me today. Sorry I didn't have a ton to talk about. But yeah, I'm excited for the color along, excited for the videos for next month, and I can't wait to see all your monsters. So, yep, hope you guys have a wonderful weekend. Thanks so much for being here, and until next time, I'll see you later. Bye!